Okay guys, I went over the theory of operation, and this counter at B5 is a 193, and it is the volleys counter. This thing should start out at 0, and it should start counting at 0, and this SU signal, when you hit the back wall or something like that, it lets you know that, it lets the system know that all of the bricks are gone or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it said. But that'll load all ones and the ball will be at top speed. I think this thing is loading ones in running at full speed right from the get-go. I think this chip is bad, this 193. And I went through my stock of 193s, and I only had a handful of 193s. I had about 8. And all of the National Semiconductor ones that I tested in my tester were bad. And that's what I put in the board. So I did have 5 of them that tested good, that were a different brand. So I'm going to put, well, actually I had one National Semiconductor that was good. One of them was good. So I'm going to put one that tested good in the board and see what happens. I think that's going to fix the problem. Alright guys, weirdness with Breakout. This is this is the most frustrating repair. Well, I'm not going to say it's the most, but it's one of the most frustrating repairs that I've ever done. I have my logic probe hooked up because I'm going through and I can't look at the screen and play this game with super fastball. So what I've done is I turned the sound down, and I've been beeping. You know, I'm using my audible logic probe to see if this thing pulses when it's supposed to. Right now I'm hooked up to the clock signal on brick hit right here. This circuitry right here is the ball speed. All of this. Now I'm kind of starting at the beginning over here, and I've checked this guy. This signal's there. That's fine. When the ball hits the paddle, that bleeps. And this one right here is like the sidewall. Whenever the ball hits the sidewall, it bleeps. And this is the back wall, the top wall. I can't get to that because, yeah, top sound. It's when the ball hits the very top of the screen, and I can't get to that. So, but I've got my probe on brick hit. It's the clock signal to this guy. Okay. And I'm just wanting to see if every time I hit a brick, if this toggles, right? Because it should. That's what that signal is. It should toggle when you hit a brick. So I've got my logic probe hooked up to pin 3 of that guy, right? And I've got this running to there. And it's just, I don't know what it's doing, if it's pulling this low. But anyway, I can serve the ball and watch. Notice there's no, whenever I hit a brick, there's no beep. But this is working perfectly. Now it speeds up after 4 volleys. This thing speeds up after 4 volleys, and then after 12 it speeds up again. So I'll go ahead and serve. Shit. I can't even do it when it's slow. Alright, start over. See, there it toggled. I'm sorry if things are right in your way. Yeah. Anyway, if I undo this, I'll go ahead and unhook that. Watch, it'll be super fastball. Once I hit, there it goes. Boom. Super fastball. Just absolutely strange. So it's something to do with that signal. Brick hit. So I'm going to find that. It might be this chip. I don't know. But I'm going to... Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if this chip is holding that signal. But I'm going to find out where this brick hit signal comes from and check that out. This is supposed to toggle when it hits a brick, I would think, and it's not. You know, and I don't know. It's very, very strange. But one thing that I have noticed, and this is awesome, this absolutely is 100% working correctly, because this thing has those 9602 multi-vibrator chips. You know, they create the did-it sound, did-it, you know. When you hit the bleeps, when you hit a one score brick, it just goes beep. But when you hit a 3 score brick, it goes beep, beep, beep really quick. It beeps 3 times really fast. And I imagine when you get to hitting a 5 point brick, it'll be beep, 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 you know. So that is absolutely working. That is incredibly awesome. So, and I'm tracking down, I am almost there to finding this. I finally found the problem. It's that signal, brick hit. I just have to investigate and get that squared away, which we will do. So I'm going to go back to the schematic and look at it for a little bit. Find brick hit. It's either going to be this flip-flop or it's the flip-flop for brick hit. Something's not right. This thing is supposed to toggle when it hits a brick. I mean, that's the name of the signal, brick hit. So, awesome. We're getting there, guys. Part 7 will be the end of this board. Thank goodness. Alrighty, be back. Okay, so I have gone through and hooked this lead up to every one of these inputs and outputs. Pins 1 through 7. 1 through 6. Pins 1 through 6. And the only one that makes this thing work correctly is when I hook this to pin 3, which is the clock input here. The brick hit signal. So something connected to brick hit is causing the problem, I believe. So I just got to go through and look at this brick hit signal everywhere and find out what is making this thing funky. So that is what I will do. It doesn't happen with not brick hit. It's only brick hit. So I'll have to check that out. We're getting there. Okay, so I followed the brick hit signal. I followed it around to where it was created, and it's created right here on this guy. So I just grabbed a 74 out of stock, out of my stock, and I placed it over that guy, which is right here. So just kind of placed that right over that guy. And I will start this thing up and serve. Now how this works, after 4 volleys it'll speed up. And then after 12 volleys it will speed up again. And if the ball hits the very top of the screen, it goes to max speed. That's how it works. So 1, 2, 3. Next one it'll speed up. And I missed it, of course. I gotta change my hands. And I gotta take my glasses off. Alright, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Next one it'll speed up. There, speed up. Now 4, 5. I'm gonna try it again. You gotta count on the 4th count, it'll speed up, and then on the 12th count it'll speed up again if I make it that far. And here we go. 1. Damn it! I suck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just terrible. But it's working now with that chip jumped. So I'm going to replace this guy. And hopefully that fixes it. This might just be creating enough capacitance or whatever to make it work right. It still might not be this part. But I hope it is. I'm kind of chasing this problem around right now. Hopefully this is where it starts. So let's start where it starts and replace this guy. Alright guys, what turned out to be the problem was not this guy. This is the first one that I removed right here. And I socketed it and put a new 74 in there. The bad part was the one that I was probing the whole time, right here. This chip is actually the one that I took out of the board right here. I just took it out of the board and ended up replacing the one that was in the board right here with the one that was right here, because it's fine. The bad chip was the one that was right here. And it's funny, it said in my tester, my IC tester, it said it was good. And I'm looking for that chip. I think I already threw it away. But it was in the board right here. Yeah, so it's working actual proper now. We'll go ahead and coin the thing up. Start. Serve. Fourth volley coming up, it'll speed up. Yep. Now it'll stay this speed for, oh, just sped right up, didn't it? Two, 3. Dang. Oh, let's. I'm gonna set the monitor up on its side so we can get it. I can actually play this thing good. Set the camera up. That way I can actually play it good. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and here we go. Kind of wanted to start over. Try to get a little more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wanted to start over anyway. And here we go. Whoa, okay, nah, it ain't working right. Still ain't something right. Oh, goodness. It's still not working right. Yeah, it counted up 11. What in the world's going on? What is going on here? Well, 4.95 volts. We're still right at 5 volts, which is good. Oh, what's going on now? Okay, guys, I don't know. I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to have to... You know what? Let me do something. I'm going to try something. Because I've changed this chip and it got worse than it was. I'm going to try replacing this thing again. Let's see what happens. Nope. One second. Heck of a lot of trial and error going on here. I'm going to put this chip back in here and see if it acts goofy again. Yep. Yeah. This is no good. This chip is no good. Well, it would help if it's in the circuit. Okay, let's do this. And I've just been swapping chips around. Fast to start or slow to start and then fast. Something ain't right. And it just counted 10. Back to the drawing board. Goodness gracious. We'll be back. Alright guys, I started clipping legs that were attached to the brick hit signal, and then I started clipping legs that were involved in the ball motion control counters. And I clipped one on an LS00 that provided the load signal for the parallel load signal for the ball motion control counters. And when I soldered the lead, soldered the leg back together after I clipped it and verified that it wasn't my problem, it started working. I don't know. I don't have any idea why that is. But I'm going to go ahead and kill the lights. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I don't understand. This has been a weird situation. A weird thing altogether. So go ahead and start it up and coin it up. Credit, start, serve. Oops. And get ready. Darn it. Remember, 4 volleys, it'll speed up. 2. 3. Next one, it'll speed up. Now there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll speed up on 12 if I get there. 10, 11. Next one, it'll speed up again. There we go. Perfect. We're counting perfect. See, it's counting perfect. It's working perfect now. And if that ball hits a 5-point brick, it'll speed up to the fast speed. Ah. Damn it. See, that's a 5-point ball right there. And it speeds right up. Once that ball hits a 5-point brick, then it speeds up to the fastest speed. Mine, it's not lightning fast speed. Like if it hits the top of the, if the ball hits the very top after you break out, quote unquote, then it gets to lightning fast speed. I'm gonna go again. I want to do a breakout. I want to get the ball through the bricks. I'm just not that good. See, that's not right. That wasn't right. Now we're back to funky. It was working, and now it's not. Now it's working. It gets to that 5-ball speed and I can't handle it. This is my last ball. Oh, that's not a bad, that wasn't a bad game though. Nice. I got it set on no bonus. I should have a bonus at 100 points. 100 points is pretty good. I almost got through that one spot. But I need to replace some of the decoupling capacitors that are broke on here. Oh, that might be the whole problem. I don't know. Yeah, there's 1, 2. There's a handful of them that are broken. I have 3. Oops, 4. Alright, I'm going to do some cap replacement. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got to play in the game and it was playing perfect, playing great. And I set the score, free game. You know, there's a free game selector, and if you can set it to 0, you know, no free game. You can set it to 100 points. You can set it to 200, like 400. You know, you can set it at different levels. I set it for 100 points, the easiest that I could make it, so I just make sure it worked. And of course, it didn't work. So I removed the remaining 4 chips. These guys right here, I just pulled them out of the board and they're all right here. There's this 20 that goes right here. There is the 86s. Heck, I don't know where the 86s are. I guess they're not involved in this. Well, I removed those. I didn't have to, I guess. Yeah, I don't see the 86s. Anyway, we got this 20 that goes here. There's 2 86s here and here. And there's a 08 here at, what is that? N7 maybe? 08, N7. That's this guy, free game tone. Right? N708. Free game tone. Turns out that I put that in my chip tester. That 08's fine. The 286s were good. But this 20 here, which takes the most significant bits of your score. Oh, there's those 86s. Yeah, there's the 86s. So they were involved. Those tested good. But the 20, I've got the 20 in the tester and it comes up not found. LS 20. Fault. Okay, so we had the 20 was bad in this circuit right here. That's why I wasn't getting free tone. I'm going to put new chips in the board there, and then I'll play it again, and hopefully at 100 points I get the free tone. So let's do that. I'll replace these guys and we'll set up and play. Alright guys, I was just on fire and I scored 414 points. Cleared all of that. Okay, let me go over what was going on here. I replaced these guys, and you remember the 20 was bad. And I played it and I got the same thing. No free guy, or no free game or whatever. So I started, I just beeped out the switch with them all off and one of the things was still on. So this guy was no good. The switch has a stuck on line. One of the lines is stuck on, and it was one of the low ones, so the free game thing was like way with a really high score. So what I did is I just jumped it at 100 points. I took the switch out. I don't have a four position dip switch, so I just jumped it to where it is at 100 points. You'll hear the buzzer and get a free game. And I verified that, and it does work, because I got the free game buzzer when I played this game. So what I will do is demonstrate that. This thing has now been completely replaced. Every component, every part on this has been replaced now. Those were the last 4 guys of the original board. And the switch was no good to boot. So, quite unbelievable. But yes, we will play a game and let you check it out. Heck yeah. I gotta cut this off. I got this little capacitor stuck to this. I was just testing something. I gotta take that off. But yeah, this thing's working 100% beautifully now. So we'll go ahead and play a game, and hopefully I can get to 100 points. I won't stop until I get to the 100 points so that you can hear the buzzer. So yeah. Alright guys. And by the way, I forgot to mention, guys, I put extra decoupling caps in along the rails. 1 per rail over here. Decoupling cap. I got 1 right. No, I don't have 1 right there. 1 right here, 1 right over here. Yep, and then over there, up there. And then I put in a few over here. 1 right there. 1 right here. And 1 right there. So I put in a little bit more decoupling. I replaced the guys that were broke. This one, that one. And this cap was broke. That's a 0.01. These other ones are 0.1. So hopefully that'll eliminate some of the noise, make it a little less noisy. Run a little smoother, that's all. Just trying to make the signals a little smoother, that's all. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up the camera and play some Breakout. Play some finished Breakout. Okay, right now I'm doing lighting testing. LED lights, the coin or start lights and whatnot. I'm simulating that stuff. And I have wrote right here, I got the pin out, and the serve LEDs, this is for cocktail table, which is, these are active low. When this signal goes low, the LED will light. And this is for an upright cabinet, which is what I'm set at right now. And it's active low, so when this signal goes low, the LED will light. And right here we have start lamp. These, the signal has to go high to light, because the other side of the lamp is connected to ground. So these output a high to light the start lamps. So first thing I'm going to do is look at the LEDs. Start LED 1 for upright is P, which is this guy right here. So this goes low when you put in this is a serve LED. So we're going to coin up. Now when I hit start, this should go low. And it does. So the LED is now lit. When I serve, it should go back to high. And it does. Okay, and now it's back to, the LED's back on because the ball went away. So we serve again, they go high. Okay, the ball goes away, the light's back on. So that's working good. Now we're going to do, I'm going to restart the thing. Okay. Now we're going to do the start one lamp, which is 6. It's right there. This thing should go high when I put a coin in. And I don't know if that's enough to light the lamp. I really don't know. Now let's try the 2. I put another coin in. This one should go high. And I guess that, you see how it moved? I guess that's all it needs to do to light the lamp. I guess. So, I don't know, guys. That's what I'm thinking. But it did do something. Now I start a game, it should go low. So the lamps seem to work. The LEDs work. This thing's good to go. The paddle shares circuitry, so don't have to worry about that. Very well. Very nice. That's it. That's it for the lamp testing. Now we'll do a play test. I'm going to restart the thing just for good measure. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and remove this guy. Alright. And I had the logic probe hooked up too. I didn't need that hooked up. Okay. Now let me set this camera up and we will record. And we are ready to test. Let's go ahead and coin up. Hit start and serve. And try to get to that 100-point mark to get the free game. It's going to get really fast if it hits a 5-point ball. And we're back to slow, which is nice. Slow it down. This is addictingly fun. This is hard. It's not an easy game. There, 5-point ball. Let's break through. Let's break out. Nice. Nice. Uh-oh. Dang, come on. 10 more points, we get a free guy. Free game. Damn it. One more. Yes, here it comes. That is a signal for a free game. Awesome. That is it, guys. This board is complete. Working 100%. Working perfectly. It is going to require a modification to his cabinet. All it is putting in a switching power supply. It's not a big deal. And it'll be better for this board anyway, because it's got that burnt up, you know, that burnt up nonsense on it. But this thing is now working 100%. We are finally done with Breakout. We're done with it. This has been a blast, though. I've had a lot of fun with this. Every IC on this has been replaced. Every chip has been replaced, believe it or not. Wow. Yeah. You know what I do want to do before we say goodbye to this? This is for a cocktail table game. I want to make sure that cocktail table works and the thing flips. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to set the switch to cocktail table. And I'm going to put my lead on 2-player start, which is 15. It's 2 down from the regular one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it's right there. I'm going to fire it back up. And we're just going to make sure that this thing, the table flips. I'm going to put 2 coins in. I'm going to do 2-player start. Here's 1 player. Serve. And let's just die. 2-player coming up. There it is. I don't have paddle. I don't have 2-player paddle hooked up. But it is a shared serve button. There it goes. Works like a charm, guys. And I'm going to turn it off, put it back on regular. Now I'm going to leave it right there. This is going in a cocktail table, so we're going to leave it right on cocktail for him. This thing is good to go. Guys, I appreciate you enjoying the series and sticking it out with me. But we got this thing going. It's going now 100%. Breakout. I could play this. I could play this all day, I think. I enjoy this. Simple, a little simplicity, but extremely challenging. Especially if you do a breakout. If you break out and you get the ball up top, your paddle is no bigger than the ball almost. It's like not even fair. Serve. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but this monitor is just glowing. The glow trail is awesome looking on the ball and the paddle. Hate these ones with the weird angle. We're going to get to 100 again, I think. Ooh. Them 5-point balls, that speed is crazy. Here it comes. Dang it. It's so hard. Alright guys, we're going to call it good. Appreciate you watching. See you on the next. Turn that light on. Just take a look at this board, man. This thing is pretty cool. Every chip has been replaced. And I had to make my own little custom adapters for those 9312 chips. Alright. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next. Thanks for watching.